unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Boxing Ego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Man, Mayweather Promotions CEO Leonard ELLERBE gets into it with Oscar De La Hoya's brother on social media after De La Hoya's brother says that his brother Oscar beat Floyd. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App, and the Patreon family. We working. Now make sure you guys head over to the Patreon. I revamped it. It's very easy, very concise. Shout out to everybody who's already went over there and signed up. I got a lot in store, and you know, I'm gearing some of the content, shifting it from the regular YouTube and, you know, making it privy and giving it back to the Patreons and also YouTube channel members. So use the link in the description, head over to Patreon if you want to sign up, or hit the join button, YouTube, become a YouTube channel member. I got different perks that I'll put out for those two, you know, exclusively. Now, another great way to support the channel is to click the link and get the ESPN Plus bundle. That includes ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus, all three apps, one price, $12.99 a month. Now, I personally have all three apps, and this is a great time to get it during this quarantine. A lot of people are reduced to being at home more and whatnot. So if you need some content to help you get through this, there's a great option, and there's three of them for $12.99. ESPN Plus, Hulu, Disney Plus, tons of content. Now, let's get it. And shout out to everybody for supporting the channel in a phenomenal way. Leonard ELLERBE, on his verified page, he responded to De La Hoya's brother, right? And let's start off there. Joel De La Hoya says, I just watched my bro versus Floyd Mayweather on Fox Deportes. First one, my actual score. The other two would have been fine as well. He says 7-4-1 even Oscar De La Hoya, 6-5-1 even Oscar De La Hoya, or 6-6 a draw. One thing O did nicely, Oscar, was cut off the ring. A bit desperate at times, but he landed cleaner, harder shots, while Floyd, well, he did Floyd. Oscar himself said he hit a wall mid-fight and clearly lost, but yeah, nice try, Angel Marquez. See, exactly. Now, this is De La Hoya's brother, you know, for whatever reason, he watched the fight, and, you know, he's trying to say that De La Hoya won all these years later. Leonard ELLERBE, you know, he checks that, and he says, you must be on that same shit your brother on, 100. Oh my gosh. Roasted. He said, you must be on that same ish your brother on. You know what he mean? That sugar booger. That's crazy. Leonard ELLERBE a fool for that. And then De La Hoya's brother, after getting ether, says, now LEONARD, even though his name is Leonard and it's misspelled, but whatever. He says, now LEONARD, play nice. You're better than that. And Leonard ELLERBE responded, your own bro didn't think he won. Why is it so hard to give the man his credit? Your bro lost, period. Church. No need to... He says, no need to fret, Leonard. The W is in the books. My scores aren't official. Then why'd you bring this up? What is this? Why did he do this? He said, no need to fret. The scores are official. Damn, he looked like De La Hoya. I thought that was Oscar right there. Hold on. He looked like him. What the hell? Man, that is Oscar. Man, where he at? I'm trying to see. That is not him. That's Tito. Where is to this day? Where's Joel De La Hoya? What the hell is this? This is a voodoo doll? What is this? Man, hold on. Y'all smash the like button while I try to find it. Oh, is that him? I don't know. Was he cooking? Okay, make some steak. Man, I'm really trying to. That's weird. He cut it with the bone in. I never seen it like that. Oh, is that him? I guess he kind of looked like Oscar. I'm just trying to see what he looked like. I don't even know what Cuz looked like. I don't know. Smash the like button. I see a little bit Oscar in him. Like, yeah, I mean, I kind of see it. I don't know if he's older or younger. I'm not really quite sure. But listen, it's sad, man. You know, we're doing the quarantine, so I know they're replaying classic fights, but it's like people refuse to give Floyd Mayweather his credit. Oh, is that them? Who is that? I know that's Oscar. I guess that's him. No, is that a Puerto Rican flag? Oh no. This look like a Puerto Rican flag. Who is this? I don't know, the picture's kind of blurred. Listen. It's sad, man, that people don't want to give Floyd his credit. Like, when did this fight happen? Let me go to, I got De La Hoya box rec up. When did he even fight? 2000 something. Where is it? Okay, boom. Man, Floyd Mayweather De La Hoya fought in 2007. 2007. Floyd moved up to 154 and beat De La Hoya. He was 37, 37-0 going into it. A fight from 2007. This is what they do to Floyd. Bro, his resume and his record is immaculate. He's TBE. And they have to find something, they being old media, something to, chastise him. Between Maidana, Castillo, and a couple people with De La Hoya, it's like they won't let up on this. Bro, actually, I think the Castillo fight, I thought Mayweather won all those fights, to be honest. But I think it's sensationalized because it is Floyd. Because it's Floyd, you expect perfection. And there's some guys that barely win a round or win no rounds against him. So as a result, you see what I'm saying? As a result, when people do good or have a good game plan or win rounds, people blow it out of proportion. That was Floyd's first fight at 54. He moved up and beat De La Hoya soundly. And to me, De La Hoya kind of made the same mistake he made in the Felix Tito Trinidad fight. He started off well, but midway through, he kind of tapered off, and then he ended up losing the fight. And De La Hoya and Cotto did the same thing versus Floyd. What they did is they threw like little flurries, and they're popular, at the time, popular fighters. And they were throwing flurries when Floyd was on the ropes. But Floyd is so quick, and especially at that time, his reflexes are so sharp that it looks effective. But if you actually watch and have a keen, trained eye, you can see Floyd is absorbing, blocking, pivoting, dodging, or partially. Some of those shots are at best partially landed, if not they're missing. But De La Hoya, since he was, given the attempt, the E for effort, people acted like he was doing something. Even the crowd, they did the same thing with Cotto. But if you watched it, like, let's say if you were to watch the De La Hoya, those flurries, and you watched them in slow motion, and I hate saying that because the idiots who said watch the Pacquiao fight in slow motion, but I'm not on no weird time like that. But the reason I'm saying it is if you watch it, you'll be able to break down what's happening in real time because Floyd is very quick. So Floyd was deflecting a lot of them ish. Look, just look at this Golden Boy thumbnail. Look, where's that landing? It's touching the side of his bicep. You see, Floyd was landing accurate shots. First fight there, second half, the fight got away from De La Hoya for sure. You know, and that's what we would expect. Floyd was moving up in weight. De La Hoya was much bigger. And De La Hoya, I would expect him to start off strong, being the bigger guy, being very experienced. De La Hoya got a killer resume. You know, he really fought the best of the best. That's why it's a shame to see kind of how he's moving Canelo, because he didn't dodge no fades. You know, that's definitely something you can give credit for to De La Hoya, and he's a gold medalist. So that's what I expected. But Floyd being Floyd, you know, this was the birth of Money May. You know, birth of Money May. And he just let off the gas too much in the second half, just like he did the late round with Felix Tito Trinidad. You know, it definitely was winnable for him, but you know, being realistically, you're not going to give credit for shots that are blocked like this. And he was missing wildly. It's funny because I was working at Lowe's back then, and I had a dude that was this Mexican dude I worked with, and his name was Tavi. We called him Tavi, Octavio. And he bet me on this fight, and he owed me like $150. He gave me like $50, and then he ended up getting fired or some shit. And I'm like, never got the rest of my money. Hey Tavi, I want my money, Tavi. Hey, I didn't forget. I don't forget about no money. Yeah, he paid. He tried. He was like, oh, Oscar's gonna beat him. Oscar. He said, I bet you. He said, Floyd, your boy, you know, your boy Floyd's gonna lose and get knocked out. I was like, all right, bet that up. And then we bet, and then he didn't want to pay me the rest of the money. He was like, oh, it's true, but a tree fell into his car. Like it was real windy out here in the Bay, and a tree branch fell, and he had like a cloth top, rag top, convertible. And then the branch somehow like fell through and stabbed, like, and impaled the rag top, the cloth top. So yeah, that's why he tried to use that. Oh, I gotta pay for these expenses because the tree branch. Man, that Final Destination shit ain't got nothing to do with my money. I feel like Big Worm. What the fuck that got to do with me? That's a good shot. You know, that's a good shot. Okay, De La Hoya, that's a good shot. Floyd got an underrated chin, bro. That looked like a good shot. But yeah, man, I don't even know why Joel De La Hoya even brought this up. The bottom line is Oscar De La Hoya, being the bigger man, being the more experienced guy at 54 and stuff, he should have beat Floyd if he was going to beat him. But Floyd is just the superior fighter with more finesse, better defense, stuff like that. And the funny thing is, you have Oscar brother Joel De La Hoya bringing up this old ass fight with Floyd, but we could look through Oscar De La Hoya's resume. His fight with Felix Sturm, what was it, a draw? Let me double check. I know he should have lost. Oh yeah, they gave him the win. That's what it was. They gave him a UD win, and he definitely lost that fight, bro. Ike Corte, Pernell Whitaker. Watch those De La Hoya fight, bro. He lost those fights. So what are we talking about? But they always do this to Floyd Mayweather. Like, it's boxing, you know. This is what happens when you match two great fighters, two guys who won it, and two guys who are experienced, two Olympians in this case, Oscar and Floyd. You know, fights could be close, but people always, they look at it like Floyd is supposed to never lose a round and stuff like that. Damn, Floyd is in shape. Like, he's never supposed to lose a round or whatever. But Floyd Mayweather, he dominated Marquez, though. That's for sure. But, you know, Oscar, he had a good game plan, but he lost. I thought he lost. I thought he started. This boy definitely lost. De La Hoya did cool, but Canelo, he really lost for real. Like, there's no one even that disputed. Again, De La Hoya started off strong, but he faded. You know, like, these look like good shots. Okay, De La Hoya. Floyd closed his eyes. So, yeah, it just, the bottom line is De La Hoya, he couldn't keep up that output. And then he got, you know, finessed. He got out-finessed. And what makes it worse is he let Floyd, Floyd, I'm a gorilla, I'm a dog. I'm a dog, I'm a gorilla. The other thing that was interesting about that fight was Floyd was disrespected. He almost like talked to De La Hoya like Gotti, you know. And see, the thing is, there's other people who have talked crazy to De La Hoya, and he made them pay, like Ricardo Mayorga. But Floyd's a different animal, because Mayorga was probably closer to De La Hoya's size, you know, with some good power. And De La Hoya was being insulted constantly by Ricardo Mayorga. He was saying that Oscar likes to play with dolls and Barbies and weird stuff like that. And he was doing nonstop trash talking, calling De La Hoya all types of stuff. Right? He would call, that's a great shot. See, look. See, this is what I'm talking about. Did you hear what I just said earlier? Look. His wrist is on Floyd's shoulder, the shoulder roll, right? And he's not landing. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's not landing nothing. So why would you give De La Hoya these moments in the fight? Cotto did the same thing. If you look at midway through the fight when Floyd started figuring Cotto out, Cotto was he was flurrying to try to steal rounds and win the crowd. Cotto, he's a veteran too. He did the same thing with Canelo. I thought Canelo clearly beat Cotto. You know, some people were trying to act like it was super close, but that's little veteran tricks, doing the little flurries and, you know, trying to steal rounds and give this lasting impression. What's wrong with Oscar? Why he look sad? He looks sad, like he had an intervention or something. But anyway, yeah, man, bottom line, Oscar lost 2007. I don't even know why his brother dredged this up. The bottom line is Oscar let Floyd disrespect. You can see him. He said, you a pussy. I'm going to make you call me pretty. He was talking to Oscar crazy. Oh, my God. This was like the birth of HBO's 24/7. This was probably the best 24/7 in its entire history. This was a great one. You know, I remember 50 Cent was on it, I think. And Floyd was, he was like getting a haircut or something. He's like, oh man, I want to go run right now. And then he went for a late night run. It was just it was a good fight, but it was definitely a great build up. Floyd bought a chicken. See, I know my boxing people. Floyd bought a chicken to the press conference and said that was Oscar. So Oscar should have made Floyd pay, but he wasn't the one. So I don't care what his brother talking about right now. And again, you're talking about a fight. You're talking about a fight from 2007, and we're in a pandemic in 2020, and you just now bringing it up. That's why Leonard ELLERBE said you was on that dust. Yeah, I didn't know you like to get wet though. Sherm, dust, PCP, Primo, butt naked. Yeah, that's what you had. Yeah, I didn't know you like to get wet though. Yeah, you see Floyd got all them belts. All of them. How many WBC belts does one man need, huh? So, yeah, man, I thought Oscar lost. I don't know. You know, the racist old media fans and stuff, they're going to do a bunch of hooting and hollering, get mad in the comment section. Won't. Oscar, he started off well, as I mentioned, but he tapered off. Floyd being sharp, being a bit younger, his defense, his ability to fight off the ropes was important. You know, I guess I'm going to watch this again, but this is all from my memory. And I ordered this pay-per-view too. See, I've been about this boxing stuff. I remember I had a couple of people over, and my girlfriend's brother came over, and I ordered this. But Floyd was talking greasy to De La Hoya, so I don't want to hear what Joel De La Hoya talking about. Anyway, it doesn't change it. Your brother lost years ago. You know, might as well just drop it. But this is what they do to Floyd. They can't actually beat him in the ring, so they gotta say he's a woman beater, or, you know, he should have lost to this guy, or this guy really beat him. Look, Floyd telling you right now, an unbreakable boxing record. Floyd Mayweather beat 16 world champions in 16 consecutive fights. That's what I'm saying. Floyd is the god when it comes to this boxing shit. Pacquiao, Canelo, Cotto, Maidana, De La Hoya, Ricky Hatton, Zab Judah, Victor Ortiz, Arturo Gatti, Shane Mosley, Juan Manuel Marquez, Carlos Baldomir, Andre Berto, Robert the Ghost Guerrero, Man, he beat everybody. He said, I respect to take my hat off to every last one of these champions. Yeah, but he beat them all. Bro, this is how ridiculous Floyd is. And some people, oh, you love Floyd and all this goofy shit. I don't care. New media, Death Row East, believe in it. This is how impressive it is. Floyd Mayweather, and men lie, women lie, numbers don't. It is what it is. There's a picture from Mayweather fighting Cotto, right? And all the guys, because Golden Boy at this point, Oscar was a promoter, right? So you got to know your boxing people. And if you don't, you tuned in to the right one, because I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you get that knowledge. But Floyd was fighting Miguel Cotto. And on that undercard, Shane Mosley was fighting against Canelo, right? This is all off the top of my dome. I don't do any research or, cliff notes or teleprompters. It's all off the top of my head. But anyway, at the presser, since Golden Boy was still working with Floyd and Al Heyman and Richard Schaefer was on Golden Boy and stuff, they had a press conference. So you seen there was a picture with Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez, his opponent at the time, Shane Mosley, and they're all lined up on stage. And it's just a great picture because these are all Hall of Fame boxers. And then I started looking at it. I'm like, wow, who would have thought that Floyd really would beat everybody on that whole panel? You see what I'm saying? See, here's one of them, but there's a deeper picture with Oscar in it. Look, this Floyd, he fought Canelo, dogged him. Cotto did good in the first 3 or 4 rounds. Then he dogged him. Shane Mosley rocked Floyd in the second round. Then he got dogged from rounds 3 to 12, right? And then there's another picture like this. Like I said, Mayweather, Cotto, and then Canelo, they built his name up off of Floyd. So Canelo owes Floyd. I don't care what nobody talking about, because that's how he got popping, is putting him on Floyd undercards, fighting Alfonso Gomez, I believe on the Floyd Mayweather Victor Ortiz card. This is all on the top of the dome, yo. But there's another picture with De La Hoya in it. And how many people, where you see a press conference and it's all great fighters, and then the one guy in the middle beat every single person on that panel. That's insane. That's insane. That is really insane. Let me see if I can pull it up this way. Cotto press conference. I know it was for this one. I don't know if I can find the picture, but it's basically, oh, there's one. There's an angle of it. See? There's an angle. There's Oscar. Floyd beat him, even though his brother's complaining. There's Oscar's fighter, Canelo. Floyd beat him, dogged him, embarrassed him. There's Floyd, of course. There's Miguel Cotto. Floyd beat him. This was for the Cotto fight. And there's Shane Mosley. Floyd beat him. Bro, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 hitters. Great fighters. Great fighters. And Floyd easily beat most of them. I mean, I would say the Shane Mosley was easy based. I'm not, when I'm saying easy, I'm not saying it to offend the fighters. But what I'm saying is he made it look easy beyond the certain, the second round, basically. It looked pretty easy after that. That's insane. This man beat everybody on the stage, dog. He beat everyone on the stage, and these are guaranteed Hall of Famers. This man beat everyone. And then where De La Hoya, he's not in this particular picture, but they have pictures. I showed you one of them, but I just wanted to give you guys an idea. That's an abnormal thing for, just imagine a UFC press conference and there's guaranteed Hall of Fame UFC people, and then Conor McGregor beat all of the guys, 4 guys that were up there on stage at one time. Random guys. That's just crazy. So Floyd definitely TBE. This was a dope press conference. I miss these press conferences like that. Look, they had them in these little thrones. They need to get back to some stuff like this, because this was dope. And it was a dope fight. I really enjoyed the Cotto Mayweather fight. But as far as Oscar's brother trying to drudge something up, the boy lost. De La Hoya lost. And, he can blame himself, if anything, because in the second half of the fight, he just didn't really turn up like he needed to. and Floyd definitely did his thing in the fight, and I think he just, he edged him out. It was a good fight, close fight, but he edged him out based on, see, look, there's another picture. There's Oscar, Cotto. Floyd beat all of them. He edged him out. But yeah, there's scenes like this where Cotto is fighting Mayweather. He might have got a good shot off on there, but there were later rounds where Floyd was on the ropes like this, and depending on your vantage point and stuff like that, it may look like Cotto's super aggressive and getting something done, or even De La Hoya. It's the same thing happened. Damn. What is this, the Pacquiao fight? I don't think that's the Margarito. Anyway, it just looks like he's doing more than what he is. Point blank, period. Looks like he's doing more than what he is. Because, depending on where you're positioned at and whatnot. So let me know what you guys think. Who'd you have winning, Floyd Mayweather or Oscar De La Hoya? I just wanted to make the video because I seen this and I thought it was funny and interesting. Leonard ELLERBE said, you on that stuff. You on that stuff your brother on if you think. See, Floyd used to have them ring entrances. See, there's a bit of nostalgia. Y'all got to get your boxing bars up. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. If you love what I'm doing, smash the like button. Head over to Patreon. Head over, all that stuff. Cash App, all this YouTube channel member, ESPN Plus link. Let's go. Let's get it. We work. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.